Hi again, this is Denise coming to you from our satellite location, my living room. Today's workout is going to be a YogaFit workout. So at the club we call it fitness yoga. Officially the certification for this is called YogaFit, which I was trained in. So just to give you a little heads up, this is not a traditional hatha yoga class, so it does move a little faster. It's basically a yoga routine made more for the group fitness studio. So it might seem a little different if you're used to hatha yoga or more traditional form of yoga. So my advice would just be, when new people come to my class, if you're familiar with yoga, you'll know all the terminology, but it's going to move a little faster, so move at your own pace, slow it down if you need to, take breaks wherever you need to, and with that, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be in a vertical position today, and usually for my class, they're on the sides of me so they can see. So this is going to be a little different as I turn to the side. So I may orient myself the other way occasionally just to help you see exactly what we're doing on certain poses. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and warm up, and we're just going to take an inhale up, sunrise, and bring it down, sunset. And soften your knees if you'd like. Inhale up, sunrise. Exhale down, sunset. Inhale up, sunrise. Exhale down, sunset. This is just a basic warm up, warming up the body. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to open up the feet a little bit. We're going to go into sunflowers. So you just sweep it up with the arms and bring it back down. Bending those knees as you come up, bending them back down. Bring it up, inhale, exhale down. Bring it up, inhale, exhale down. Big inhale up, exhale down. One more time, exhale down. And now hold it up, and we're going to do a side to side lunge, warming up the lower body here. Now let's go ahead and add a twist to it. And you can take a twist here or all the way down to your foot, whichever you prefer. And starting to also warm up the core here as we twist. And now hold it to one side. It can be up here or here, either one. You can straighten your leg if you want a deeper stretch. Switch sides. Let's do that again. One more time, and center it. Now let's come down to a low lunge. Now if this is a little too much on your knees, just keep it up a little higher. If it doesn't bother your knees, you can go ahead and take it deep. Stretching the inner and outer thigh here. Hold to one side. It can be up a little higher if you'd like. Other side, hold. Let's do that again. One more time. And now bring it center and reach out to your feet or your ankles, and this time drop your head for a deeper stretch of that lower body, hamstring area, back of the legs, and then bring the feet back in, roll it up, and we're going to start with our first flow. So we're going to bring it up, full rising mountain. And then lace your hands, turn your palms up as you look up into standing euro. And now separate your feet. We're going to go into a back bend. And it could be a little back bend or a deeper one, whatever you're comfortable with, don't force it. And then bring it back in, and we're going to come down to that forward fold. Hold it for a breath. And then step your left foot back into crescent lunge. Keep an eye on this front knee. You don't want it jutting forward. So bring it back a little bit. If you can't get that leg in the back, that far back, bring it in halfway. Do whatever modification you need. And now step back to a plank. So nice straight plank, even though you can't see me sideways, think about one straight line from the back of your neck to the heels of your feet on your planks. And then we're going to lower it down, and then we're going to straighten those arms to up dog. Now you can stay on your toes for up dog, or you can go flat foot on the top of your foot, more traditional. And now you're gonna push back to child's pose, push all the way back. And come back to your up dog one more time. And now curl your toes and push your hips up to that down dog. So sideways, look like this. Heels down as much as you can. Back here. And now let's just pump through the heels. So just like a piston, you're pressing a heel down, right heel down, left heel down, alternating those heel presses, stretching out the foot and calves. And now both heels down and hold once again. Look up towards your hands and bring that right foot back up to your crescent lunge once again. Hold. You can be fingertips here, palms down, whichever you're more comfortable with. And you want to keep looking straight ahead or down. So I'm looking at the camera, but that's not a good idea for your neck. So for you at home, just straight down, or I'm sure you may be looking at your iPad or laptop, that's fine, but try to keep it low for the most part. Now draw the back foot up, and we do a slow roll up, navel to spine, keeping the abs tight. Okay, we're going to repeat that on the other side. Full rise to the mountain, big stretch, reach up, look up. Lace the hands now. Turn the palms up, standing hero, stretch. Step your feet out. Back bend, little back bend or deeper, your choice. Hold. Bring it back in. Nice slow forward fold. All the way down. Now if you can only get halfway down, that's okay. Hold that forward fold. Stretching out the back of the leg, stretching out the glutes and hamstrings. This time we're going to step our right foot back into that crescent lunge. Take a look at that knee in front again. Make sure it's not jutting forward. Want to keep it behind your toe. Hold. Step back plank. Nice straight plank. So even though, again, you can't see me from the side, I've got a straight line from the back of my neck to the heels of my feet, abs tight, strong plank. Now lower it all the way down, and then straighten the arms to your up dog. And again, you can be on your toes, or you can be that flat foot where you're on the top of your foot. That's more traditional. Push back child's pose. Sit all the way back in that child's pose. Stretch. Then come back to your up dog. And now curl the toes and push the hips up to your down dog. And right here again, I'm gonna do this one sideways just so you can see. And we're gonna press each heel down, right and left. Now ideally, you want to align your ears with your arms so your head's not here or down here. So try to think about somewhere of that lineup. Doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhere lining up the ears and the elbows. And now both heels down, hold. And I'm going to come back to that forward position. And you don't have to move, I just wanted to show you that side view. And now left foot forward, back into that crescent lunge. Take a look at that knee, make sure you're not jutting forward on it, hold. If the back leg can't be all the way back, bring it in a little bit, bend it if needed, that's fine. Make modifications wherever you need it. Draw that back foot up, slow roll up here, navel to spine. And now we're going to add some side work to that. Full rising mountain, big stretch. Lace it, palms up, standing hero stretch. Step the feet out. Back bend. Bring the feet back in. We're going to add a chair. So this is chair from the side. Right here, bend those knees. Arms about 45 degrees forward. Bending 45 degrees from the upper body, from the torso. And now sweep those arms behind you in chair and flight. Sweep them forward again and hold. straighten the legs, come down to your forward fold. We're gonna take the hands on the back of the legs now. You can be at your ankles or your calves and lower your head down towards your legs. And this is extended forward fold, a deeper stretch than we did on that first one. Remember, don't force it. And now release that and step the left foot back into your crescent lunge again. We're going to drop that back knee. We're going to come up to kneeling warrior. And you could be here or you can look up, whichever you prefer. And now we're going to lean back to open heart as you look up, open through the chest. And bring the arms up again. Straighten the front leg. We're going to go head to knee pose forward. Coming down to that front foot. You could stay up high if you're tight in that hamstring. You can go all the way down if you're a little bit looser in that hamstring, your choice. And now bend that front leg again. Come up to your crescent lunge and step back to your plank. And now we're going to add a side plank. So in side plank, you can either come to your knee, do a little on angle so you can see, or you can do that full side plank. All right. So on your knee or full side plank. And take that first sweep under and then bring it back up. And that second sweep under the body and up. And just wrapping that body under and up. And one more time and then hold it up. Now remember, you can be on that right knee here or left knee and face down to your plank. And hold that plank for 2 breaths now. And one more breath. And now we're going to go to the other side, roll to the other hand. And again, I'm going to show you from the side. You can be doing a side kneeling plank or a full side plank. I'm going to come back to the mat. And so if that full side plank is too intense, just drop that knee and do a side kneeling plank. And take that top arm and wrap it under and up. And then that second wrap under and up. 2 more times and up. One last time. And hold it up. Looking up if you can. And then face back down to your plank. And now we're going to slowly lower ourselves, a little arm work here, till you're all the way down. And then press that arm all the way up. Up dog, straightening those arms. Push back to your child's pose. This is your stretch, little break here. Lower your head if you'd like. And now sit back to hero's pose. Sitting back on those heels. If that's too difficult, you can go up a little higher or put a pillow there if you'd like. We're not going to stay there very long. And relax the shoulders, relax the hands in front. Take a deep breath. And now we're going to sweep the arms forward and come up to your down dog again. And we're going to do curling down dog. So you're going to take that right leg up, and then you're going to tuck the knee under and send it up. And tuck that knee under and send it up. Tuck it under, up. One more time. Hold it up to split down dog. Now sweep that leg all the way up to your crescent lunge. Now if you couldn't do that in one sweep, just do it in sections, a little bit at a time. More modified version. And hold. And now draw the back foot up. And slow roll up again. And bring it all the way up. And one side down. And do the other side now. And take it up full rising mountain. Lace it, palms up, standing euro. Step the feet out. Back bend. Bring your feet back in. Lower yourself slowly to your chair pose. Sideways looks like this. So knees are bent a little in that chair. 45-degree angle with the torso. Arms could be here or here, your choice. Sweep them slowly behind you, chair in flight. Sweep them forward again, back to your chair pose. And then all the way down to your forward fold. And now we're going to go into extended forward fold. So in that, I'm going to turn sideways again. You can be here or here, You just want to lower your head closer to your legs. But again, don't force it. If you're tight in those hamstrings, you might not want to go all the way down. And release. And now step that right foot back into your crescent lunge. And step back to your plank. And then we're going to go into a side plank. So you're going to roll to that left hand. And you can, again, you can be on that knee in that side plank. So I'm going to show you from the side again. Or you can be in that full side plank. And then we're going to wrap it under and out. And that second wrap under and out. And two more, wrap it under and out. And one more. And then hold it up, looking up, strong and steady again. And come back to your plank. We're going to hold this plank for 2 breaths. Nice straight plank, abs drawn in, hands right under the shoulders. And now roll to the right hand. If you're doing that side kneeling, it's going to be on that right knee also. If you're doing a full side plank, you're going to have both feet out. And again, wrap it under and up. And second wrap under and up. 2 more, under, up. Last time, and hold it up. And face down plank once again. Hold in that plank. And now we're going to come all the way down. And then it's up dog. And then push all the way back to your child's pose. Sink back. Get a nice stretch here. And now sit back onto your heels in hero's pose. And if you can't sit all the way back, you can come up a little bit if you'd like. We're not going to stay here very long. Sometimes in more traditional classes, we put a pillow back there or a blanket. Relax the shoulders. Take one more deep breath. And sweep the arms forward to your down dog. And now raise that left leg for split down dog. And we're going to draw that knee under and send it up. 3 more, under. Send it up. 2 more, under. Send it up. 1 more, under. Up and hold. And then we're going to sweep that leg up to crescent lunge. Draw the back leg up. And roll it up. And bring it all the way up. And all right, our second segment today is going to be back-to-back moves. I'm going to change my mat so it's a little easier to see these. So these are really power sets of, we're just taking two exercises that flow. So we're going to go up dog, down dog, and we're going to do 5 sets. And then we're going to be doing a full arm plank to a pike for the second one. All right, so let's go right into this. And if you can't do the full 5, shoot for 3 or 4, whatever number you like. All right, here we go. Down dog, up dog. 1. Down dog. You can stay on your toes if you like. Up dog. 2. Down dog. Up dog. 3. Down dog. Up dog. 4. One more set. Down dog. Up dog. 5. Beautiful. Stretch back. I'm just going to switch here so I'm closer to the microphone. All right, the next one is going to be a full plank to a pike. So again, if your arms are starting to get tired from these, you're getting a lot of arm work and core work on these, take breaks wherever you need it. All right, here we go. 5 sets if you can. Full arm plank. Then we come up to the toes, draw up into that pike. Relax the feet, lower the body, nice and straight. Plank. And come up to the toes, pike. Relax the feet, nice straight body, plank. That's 3 sets, 2 more to go. Up to that pike, up to the toes, lift the center of your body. Bring it down, nice straight line. Plank. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. One more set. Up to that pike. Down to that nice straight plank. And stretch back. Child's pose. All right, we're gonna flip it around. So the last one that we're gonna do in the power sets is going to be a seated forward fold to a reverse plank. The reverse plank, you really want to push up to the middle of your body as much as you can. If you can't get it up nice and straight, just do the best you can. 5 sets, here we go. Forward fold, reach the forward as you can, and now sweep back and really push up middle of the body. And that's at reverse plank. 1, stretch all the way forward, navel to spine, forward fold. Sweep back, reverse plank, really push up the middle of the body. 2, again, sweep forward as far as you can, draw navel to spine. Sweep back, push up, reverse plank. 3, 2 more sets, forward fold. Sweep back, reverse plank. 4, 1 more time, forward fold. And all the way up, reverse plank. And 5, and stretch forward. Okay, we're gonna move on to a little balance work. So normally in our balance work, we are on, excuse me, grab some water if you need it. It's very dry in my house. Normally we're on a flat surface and not a very squishy carpet. So it is harder to balance on squishy, movable things, easier on flat surfaces. So just do your best. If you happen to be on a hardwood floor, it should be much easier. You can always have something near you. And if you're on squishy carpet, and you're probably going to find it's going to be a little more challenging than it is in our classes at the club. Okay, so we're going to just do a nice basic tree. So if you've never done that tree before, the most basic position, I didn't do many of these on carpet, so this will be interesting for me too. So that would be your first basic position. If you've mastered that, you're here. If you mastered that, you're here, and then the most advanced position would be here. For today, I'm going to take the intermediate because, again, I don't often do these on carpet. And then we're going to add those arms. And they can be bent or straight. Either one is correct. See, I'm already challenging myself with the carpet here. And so you're also going to stare at something. So we always say stare at a spot on the floor. In classroom, we say stare at a spot on a mirror. Wherever you're comfortable. But if you don't move your eyes around, it's going to help you. So we're working on that balance. You're also getting core work when you do balance poses. You obviously improve your balance, so if you're going to slip or fall, or you caught some ice, you have a much better chance of righting yourself and not falling. So lots of different reasons to do balance work. And so now we're going to take these arms out. And again, this is not traditional. This is more in the YogaFit platform. This is called full tree. We do some movement with our arms. And then we're going to bring them back up. And then open them once again. And now draw them back to the heart. And release. Beautiful. All right, we're going to try the other side. You might find if you've never done balancing poses, you have a better side, your stronger side. Usually we find that the more that we do these. So again, cross over. If you're completely new to this, first position here, here, or up here. So wherever you're comfortable. Add your arms when you're ready. Stare at something. Arms be bent or straight, whichever you prefer. And find a spot to stare at. If you lose your position, just go back, set it up again. Don't quit. Please take practice. And even if you've been doing it for years, like I have, once they come onto a different surface, like a squishy carpet, it's like starting all over again. Opening those arms to full tree. And that might not be a familiar term if you do traditional yoga. Like you said, it's a YogaFit term. Bring it back up. Back into the tree. One more time, hold that full tree. And hands to the heart. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have a seat. And I'm gonna change my mat again so that I'm facing you. And we're gonna do some floor work. So let's start with a straddle. Now, if you can't get your legs out this wide, don't worry about it. It's here, that's okay. Now, let's be on all the same page. So let's bring the right leg in, left leg out. Arms up, and we're gonna slowly go down to that foot, knee, or shin. So most advanced here, intermediate, beginner, or sometimes if you've been doing this a long time, and you're just really tight in your hamstrings, but you are at a more advanced level, then you may be a little further back. Don't worry about it. Lowering the head advances us further. And now if this is uncomfortable on your knee, you can always take that foot out a little bit. And then slide back up. And we're going to change size. Now the left one comes in. Now again, if this is uncomfortable, put it here instead of all the way in. Arms up. And slowly down to that foot or shin or knee. Lower the head if you want to advance this further. And slide back up. And now bring the legs in front into butterfly. So bottom of the feet together, cup the hands over the toes. And now you can just stay here in the most basic version. Or again, if you want to make this a little harder, you can round forward, deepening the stretch. And bring it back up. And one more time, and round down. And bring it back up. Okay, we are going to go into V-sit. So this is called boat and V-sit in Pilates and yoga. So we're going to take, let's again be on the same page, the right leg out, and then the left leg, and we're balancing. Now be careful if you're good, sometimes you'll wind up rolling back on this, be careful nothing's behind you that you could bang into. If you don't want anybody banging into anything that you could hit your head on, because it is really easy if you're not familiar with this one to roll back and then bring it in, and forward. And we're going to do that one again. And take one leg out. And if you can't get to your foot, just grab your calf, wherever you're comfortable. Take the other one out, hold. Now if you can't straighten your legs, if they have to be bent, that's okay too. That just means you're a little tight in your hamstrings. Keep breathing as you hold. And move in, and round forward. Okay, we're going to do a couple of boats. So I'm going to turn sideways for this so you can see, get a better view of it. And we're going to bring it out in that boat and hold. So nice tight abs, feet together, arms about shoulder height. But if you want to take them a little lower, if your arms are getting tired, that's okay. Looking straight ahead towards your feet, holding. And then bring it down. And let's do 3 more. And bring it out to that boat and hold. Abs nice and tight, feet together, arms about shoulder height. Bring it down and stretch. 2 more. Ready? And out in that boat and hold. And bring it down. Stretch. 1 more. And bring it out and hold. And we're going to stretch. I'm going to come back this way here. And stretching forward. Okay, we're going to do some stretches, some floor stretches. And again, I'm gonna change my mat so it's easier. And at home, you don't have to change your mat, just as long as you can do these and you can see what I'm doing. I'm just making sure that you have the best angle to be able to see these. All right, we're gonna come all the way back. Now first we're just gonna hug these knees in. This is a lower back stretch. And if you like that little side to side rock, you can do that. If not, just hold it center. Sometimes that little rock makes people lightheaded or dizzy. And if that's the case, then you just wanna hold it center. Now we're gonna cross one leg over, so it looks like this, cross the leg over, and then hug it in. And this is called eye of the needle. Now, if it's a little too uncomfortable hugging in this far, loosen up a little bit. But the more you can bring it in, you're gonna feel it on the top leg, right in the back of that hip and glute area, that piriformis muscle, IT band. So you wanna really get a nice stretch there. And now while we hold this, extend the leg up, the other leg, should be your left leg. Don't worry about right and left here though, and just circle out that foot a little bit. Loosen up that foot and ankle. Reverse that circle. Perfect. Okay, bring it down. Cross the other leg over and then hug it in for eye of the needle. And again, you can be a little bit backed off here, or you can draw it in and you're looking for that stretch right through here. So if you're doing this correct, you're really gonna feel it. And again, it should be uncomfortable but not painful. If you don't feel a bit of uncomfortableness, then you're probably not getting a good stretch. You just don't want it to have any pain associated with it. And now as we hold this, let's straighten that bottom leg, circle out that foot, loosen up the foot and ankle, reverse, and bring it all down. And now we're gonna take the arms out in what we call the T position, and then take both knees to one side and hold. So right here, we're stretching out the side of the body, the obliques, the torso, internally and externally. And if you can't get both of your knees together, that's okay. You can separate them a little bit, whichever you're comfortable with. And now nice and easy, we're gonna take both knees, bring them to the other side and hold. And again, if your knees are open a little bit, that's okay, or together, whichever works best for you. And we're gonna open up both knees now. And now stretch the arms overhead. You can just stretch, or you can place your palms together, whichever works best for you. Just try to relax the legs open here, stretching out the inner and outer thighs. And turn to your side, and then bring it back up. Okay, we're gonna do some leg cradles. So bring your right leg in, and ideally, I always tell people, ideally, but if it doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. I'll show you the options. The foot will go right in that elbow bend. That doesn't work for everybody. Matter of fact, probably 50% of my people in my class don't do it that way. So then you can put it right here or right here. So we're gonna just do this like we're cradling a little baby. So if you're out further and your fingertips don't touch, don't worry about it. Okay. That leg can be straight or bent. And now you can just hold, or you can just do a little side to side movement here, getting a little bit deeper stretch. And now just draw it towards your chest if you can. If that's too painful or a little too deep of a stretch, then go ahead and leave it out there. If you're okay bringing it towards your chest, you're going to get an extra stretch on that. Optional. And release. Okay, we're going to do the other side. And again, ideally, it goes in that elbow crease. For many people, it's somewhere between your wrist and your elbow, a little further out. Okay, so don't worry. Wherever you can hold the leg is fine. And now you're going to hold, or you're just going to add a little side to side. Deepen this a little further. If that's uncomfortable for you, then skip it and just hold steady. And now just draw it closer to your body. And again, you decide if you want to do that or leave it a little further out. Draw it in. And release. Beautiful. All right. Coming to the end. Great job. So come into easy seated pose. half lotus, or full lotus is the other leg in, whichever you prefer. And for most people, easy seated pose is the most common one. If you're able to get that leg up and the other one too into half lotus or full lotus, just go ahead, by all means do that. So we're just gonna gently sweep that head, shoulder to shoulder, relaxed and easy, nice and soft. Let any of the tension go from the neck. Just releasing it here, slowing down the breath, bringing down the heart rate. One more time. And bring it back up center. And now turn the palms up. You can lightly touch thumb and index, or you can just cup your hands. Close your eyes and take a deep breath all the way in. And we take Ujjayi breaths. And that Ujjayi breath is basically a 3-point breath. So the first point is you bring it in through the mouth, then into the chest, and all the way into the abdominals, and then you slowly exhale it out. So bring that breath in through the mouth, then expand through the chest, and all the way opening up through the abdominals, getting those deep Ujjayi breaths, and slowly exhale it out. Turning your focus inward, connecting with your breath, and exhaling out. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out. Let's do one more breath. Inhale and exhale it out. Then bring the palms together and we close with namaste. Namaste. And I hope you enjoyed your workout today. Great job. And as always, looking forward to seeing everybody back at the club soon. And hope you're enjoying our home workouts. And also, we've got all of them on YouTube. So that seems to be the easiest place to go use the longer videos. So check out our YouTube page. Again, you don't have to subscribe to see them. They're all free and they're up there. And we should have links on our Facebook page if you're not familiar with YouTube. And so go there and enjoy the videos, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe and healthy.